Welcome back to another video. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. MeiaSoQuick with the uploads. Intro's over. Subscribe before you go. Welcome back, it's MeiaSoQuick, and in today's video I'm doing another makeup look. So my base is already done, and you can go ahead and click the eye somewhere at the top of the screen to see how I did that. So today I'm going to be doing a nice little colorful makeup look, so let's zoom in. First thing, I'm going to go in with this black Opal Total Flawless Concealer in the shade Honey, and I'm going to go ahead and place that all over my eye. I can tell you it's probably not the best thing, but I wanted to just try something new. So once I went ahead and applied the concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and take a concealer brush and just try to smooth it all out. You will see that there are places where it does look a little patchy, and that's what I suggest. I do not suggest that this is the base for your eyeshadow. Possibly a concealer is fine, but probably not best for an eyeshadow base. So keeping up with my ColourPop themes, I'm going in with the It's My Pleasure palette, and the first shade I'm using is this shade called Fan Fiction, and with a soft blending brush I'm just going to go ahead and blend that right above my crease and kind of create the shape that I want for my eye. I do want this to be a blown out look, so no real cut creases today. You want to make sure you really take your time on your blending. I mean, that's pretty much the biggest thing when it comes to your overall look, whether it actually looked well or if it didn't look like it was blended. So take your time on your blending. So the next shade that I'm going to go in with is this shade called Sleeper. It's like a deep plum shade, and I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and just go ahead and blend that in my outer V and in my crease. I am picking a little bit up on my brush at a time and then lightly dabbing back into the palette because this shade can go really dark and I didn't want it to just overpower the whole look overall. Once again, make sure that you go back and forth between your first two shades so that way you get a seamless blend. Once I'm done with that, I'm ready to go ahead and with my next shade, and I'm going to go in with Bare Minimum just on my fingertips. And as you can see me apply it, woo, can you look at how that is looking? I'm loving it. It is so bright and almost such foil-like. It probably would actually look really good wet as well. So I just sometimes like to apply shadows with my finger. I feel like I get the best punch, especially with my shimmers. But once you do that, make sure you go back in with your other brushes and then just blend it in. Next, I'm going in with my final shade is Earth Shine. And this shade is tricky because in the pan it looks like a really pale pink, but as you can see when it's placed on my eyelid, it was super bright, but it honestly did have a shift. It was a purple shift from one direction and a pink shift from another. So I just went ahead and applied that with my finger as well, and I liked it for my inner corner highlight. So now that I've got the top of my eyes, I always like to go ahead, and I feel like it just completes the look, to go ahead and do the same steps underneath. And so I just went ahead and took all those shades and I just started applying them underneath my eyes, starting off with my lighter color and then the darker color on the outside. Finally, I took a blending brush and just tried to blend everything all together, and it looks pretty good to me. So my next step is I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Master Kajal, and I'm going to use this just to line my bottom waterline. I didn't want an actual eyeliner on the top today because I felt that it might overpower this purple look. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my bottom waterline, and then I'm going to take this Maybelline Master Lash. It's waterproof because even though I have dry eyes, they like to water, if that even makes any sense. And then once I went ahead and applied that, you can see what these lashes actually look like. They actually don't look too bad if you were just kind of going out, but I did decide that, you know what, it's not dramatic enough, and I'm actually going to throw on some falsies. So after a lot of time, here's what the falsies look like on my eyes, and I think they do actually help the overall look. So in order to finish up, I'm going to move on to the lips, and I'm just taking this LA Girl lip liner. You can honestly find a ton of these colors at your local beauty supply. They're like $1 or $2. And I'm just going to go in and use this dark plum shade again to go ahead and line my lips on the top and bottom. And then I'm going to blot several times and use my finger just to smooth it out and blend it. Next, I have these two Ruby Kisses matte lipsticks and two variations of purple. One is like a really dark and the other one's a little lighter. So I'm going to take that dark one and I'm going to make it a sort of a lip liner. I'm going to go around the outer edge of my lips with that dark one, and then I'm going to pat, and then after that I'm going to take the lighter shade of purple and I'm going to fill in the center of my lips. Once I was done with that, I decided I honestly didn't want to do a matte look, maybe because my lips were just so dry. So I took this Ruby Kisses lip gloss, and this is like in a deep plummy shade as well, and I just took a lip brush and I smoothed that on the center and blotted my lips, and I was pretty happy with the final look. So that is pretty much what it looks like. Here is the after look when I actually decided to comb my hair out. And I think this purple look is fun. I actually hardly ever wear purple, but I'm trying to branch out and wear some different colors. So that's going to go ahead and conclude the video. I thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please feel free to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also look out for me on Instagram. And by all means, I look forward to seeing you guys on my next one. All right, bye.